welcome to yet another special episode of Hyundai Presents Beyond Mobility, partnered by Times Now. Hyundai believes that progress can only be meaningful if it's combined with a deep sense of humanity. In today's episode, I'm going to discover innovations that are going to challenge conventions. Let's go. There are many clothing and apparel stores in the country that provide a unique sense of fashion to consumers, but very few who dare to break the trend. I'm at Kanak Design Studio, and believe it or not, they make clothing fiber out of chicken butchery waste. This innovative technique not just allows for waste utilization, but also gives livelihood to all those weavers who lost their jobs to industrial machines. Interesting, right? Well, I'm about to be in conversation with the co-founder of Kanak Design Studio, Radish Agrahari, to understand this rather innovative technique better. Let's go. Welcome to this very special episode of Beyond Mobility, Radish. Truly a pleasure being here and speaking with you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So first things, Radish, I heard that you've been laughed at many times when you initially took this idea of converting chicken butchery waste into clothing fiber, and when you took it to your alma mater. Talk to me about the process and how you thought of this idea of making clothing out of chicken butchery waste.
Idea was कि इंडिया में 85% पीपल चिकन एज अ फूड खाते हैं. तो जब मैं अपना पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन IACD से कर रहा था, तो हम लोगों को ये दिया गया कि आपको करंट प्रॉब्लम पे काम करना है. तो मैंने देखा कि बीइंग अ मारवाड़ी और बनिया फैमिली से बिलोंग करने के साथ क्या हम लोगों को यहाँ चिकन नहीं खाया था. तो और मैं चिकन बहुत खाना पसंद करता हूँ, तो मैं नॉर्मली शॉप में गया तो मैंने देखा कि वो चिकन जो बूचर है, 1 kg चिकन जब मैंने मांगा तो उसने मुझे 650 ग्राम दिया. तो मैंने कहा बाकी का चिकन, तो उसने कहा ये वेस्ट हो गया. तब फिर मैंने ये देखा कि जो ये वेस्ट है चिकन है, करते क्या है इसका. फिर जब मैंने उसके नंबर्स देखे, मैंने गूगल सर्च किया, तो देखा कि दिल्ली NCR और यूपी में सिर्फ 3 लाख करोड़ टन बूचरी वेस्ट पानी में चला जाता है. तो ये हुआ कि इस पे हमने काम किया. तो देखा कि इसमें एक जो फेदर है उसमें एक फाइबरस क्वालिटी है, जिससे मैंने सबसे पहले पेंट ब्रशेस बनाए और इयरिंग्स बनाई, फैशन एसेसरीज बनाई. फिर जब मैंने इस पे और रिसर्च की, इस पे 2010 से लेके 2017 के बीच में मैंने ये देखा, मैंने इससे धागा बनाया वेट और इसका, और जो ये धागा निकल के आया वो अभी तक का जो आपका सिल्क, वूल, जूट, हेम्प, जितने भी नेचुरल फाइबर्स थे और मैन मेड फाइबर्स थे, उन सब में से हल्का, वार्म, ड्यूरेबल, और ये सारी इसमें प्रॉपर्टीज़ इसका, जैसे GSM 111 है इसकी, जो इसका जो इंसुलेशन पॉइंट है वो ग्लास फाइबर से ज़्यादा अच्छा है. मतलब ग्लास फाइबर का 0.4 है और फेदर का 0.1 है. तो फिर मैंने इसका यान बनाया, और फिर यान करके मैंने इसको हैंडलूम से इसके फैब्रिक्स बनाए और इसके गारमेंट्स बनाए.
तो ये पहले हो चुका है?
ये ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड में सिर्फ मैंने ही किया है, मैम. और इससे पहले कई लोगों ने इसके पेपर्स और सारी चीज़ों में काम किया, बट सबने पोल्ट्री वेस्ट पे काम किया, ना कि बूचरी वेस्ट पे. और बूचरी वेस्ट ज़्यादा मतलब कचरा क्रिएट करता है कंपेयर टू पोल्ट्री वेस्ट. और ये जो कचरा है वो 8 घंटे में ख़राब हो जाता है. तो हम लोगों ने 26 सैनिटाइजेशन प्रोसेस किए, जो कि नेचुरली, मतलब सपोज जैसे एंशिएंट टाइम में सिल्क को प्रिजर्व करने के लिए 300 साल के लिए प्रिजर्व करते थे, तो हम लोगों ने वो प्रोसेस यूज़ किया. जैसे लाइक 100 डिग्री स्टीम, सोप नट से, एलम से प्रोसेस करते हैं, आइस में प्रिजर्व करते हैं. तो ये पूरा प्रोसेस है वो पूरा नेचुरली प्रोसेस है.
सो टेल मी राजेश, ये जो आप क्लोथिंग फाइबर बनाते हैं ये चिकन बुचरी वेस्ट के साथ, लेकिन आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं आता है जब वेजिटेरियंस का जो माइंडसेट है टू बाय समथिंग दैट इज मेड आउट ऑफ चिकन फेदर्स, आर दे ओके विद इट?
मैम देखिए, जो भी जैसे आपका शीप वूल निकलता है या और भी कोई भी, हम वूल की बात करें क्योंकि मैंने वुलन फाइबर बनाया है. और इसमें वीगन और वेजिटेबल होने का मतलब ऐसा कोई वो नहीं है, क्योंकि वुलन फाइबर है, इसकी मार्केट जो है वो इंडिया में नहीं, बाहर जितने भी कोल्ड कंट्रीज हैं उसके लिए। तो हमारा मेन जो टारगेट है, जो मेन हमारा टारगेट कस्टमर है, वो हमारा इंडिया में नहीं है, इंटरनेशनल मार्केट है।
अच्छा, जब ये आप पॉपुलर फैशन ब्रांड्स के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं, कनाकिया डिज़ाइन स्टूडियो एज अ ब्रांड देखा जाए, तो आपके और उनके प्राइसिंग में डिफरेंस क्या है?
जब कनक डिज़ाइन स्टूडियो बना तो हम लोगों का मेन गोल ये था कि हम ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बनाए जो कि पश्मीना का को से ज़्यादा अच्छी क्वालिटी का हो और प्राइस वाइज बहुत सस्ता हो। तो फेदर तो मेरा ये बहुत ही सस्ता पड़ता है, इसका प्रोसेस बहुत महंगा है, इसका हाथ से, क्योंकि ट्राइबल वुमेन्स हैं, इसको हाथ से कार्डिंग करती हैं, फिर स्पिन करती हैं, फिर हैंडलूम पे वीव होता है, फिर जाके ये कहीं जाके आता है। तो मेन गोल ये था कि इसको जितना सस्ता करेंगे और अच्छे ब्रांड्स में देंगे तो हमारी इसमें डिमांड बढ़ेगी और हमारी वुमेन आर्टिजन्स को काम मिलेगा। तो हमारा जो पश्मीना का शॉल आपका 1 लाख रुपए का आता है ना, वो हमारा स्टोल 5,000 रुपये में आता है। और क्वालिटी हम लोग 7 ईयर रिप्लेस वारंटी देते हैं, 7 साल तक ये ख़राब नहीं होगा और इन्वायरमेंटल डैमेज नहीं है। जैसे पश्मीना में क्या होता है, आपको हर बार उसको ड्राई क्लीन करना पड़ता है। आप मेरे फैदर को लीजिए, फैब्रिक को लीजिए, उसको वॉशिंग मशीन में धोइए, हैंड से रब करिए, वो ख़राब नहीं होगा।
कैन यू टेक मी थ्रू ये क्या ट्रांसफॉर्मेटिव टेक्नोलॉजी आपने यू फाउंड टू मेक दिस फेदर्स इनटू क्लॉथ?
इसको मैं आपको थोड़ा सा पीछे ले जाता हूँ कि जैसे इंडिया जब आज़ाद हुआ तो इंडिया के पास थोड़े से अनाज और कॉटन के अलावा कुछ नहीं था। फिर टेरा सिल्क आया, तो उसके बाद ये हुआ कि सब मशीन की तरफ भागने लगे। बट इंडिया में इटसेल्फ खुद की ऐसे क्राफ्ट हैं जो कि अपने आप में बहुत ही ज़्यादा मायने रखते हैं। जैसे पहले टाइम का आपने कॉटन देखा, कितना मोटा होता था, सॉफ्ट वेटेड होता था, स्किन फ्रेंडली होता था। आज आप अगर कोई भी आप शर्ट पहनते हैं, आपको रैशेस आ जाते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि उसमें विस्कस या पॉलिस्टर मिक्स है। तो अब वो क्राफ्ट ख़त्म हो रहा था। जब मैंने IICD इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ क्राफ्ट एंड डिज़ाइन में मैंने ये देखा कि कई सारे ऐसी कम्युनिटी हैं जिनको हैंड स्पिनिंग आती है बट उनके पास काम नहीं है। तो फिर हम लोगों ने उनसे ट्रेन किया कि ये प्रोसेस करिए, जो कि आज से 60 साल पहले ख़त्म हो गया है। अब वेट स्पिनिंग अब सिर्फ दिए बनाने, दिवाली में सिर्फ दिए बनाने का काम आती है। बट अगर वो वेट स्पिनिंग फिर से यूज़ में आ जाती है तो एक लाइवलीहुड जनरेट होगा, एक नया क्राफ्ट जनरेट होगा। और हम जो दूसरे कंट्रीज से के भरोसे बैठे हैं कि सपोज जैसे न्यूजीलैंड से हम लोग 27% वूल या ऑस्ट्रेलिया से वूल हम लोग इंपोर्ट करते हैं, हमारे पास ऑलरेडी इतना अच्छी क्वालिटी का वूल है कि हमें बाहर जाने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है। अब आप ये देखिए, कॉटन को मार्केट में उगाने से लेके मार्केट में आने तक 1.5 साल लग जाता है, वूल को 2 साल लग जाता है। मेरा फेदर 7 दिन में मार्केट में अवेलेबल हो जाएगा। और अगर आप मेरा एक यूनिसेक्स मफलर पहनती हैं तो आप 9 kg कार्बन फुटप्रिंट कम करेंगी, जो कि अभी तक का पहला ऐसा वर्ल्ड का प्रोडक्ट है जो जिसको बनाने में CO2 क्रिएट नहीं हो रहा, रिड्यूस हो रहा है।
लवली, बहुत इंस्पायरिंग स्टोरी है राजेश, एंड मच लक टू यू कि आपका ब्रांड और आपका प्रोडक्ट्स not only in India but worldwide बहुत famous हो जाए। And kudos to you to making fashion more sustainable, being conscious about eco-waste. Lovely speaking with you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wasn't that a fascinating conversation? It was truly remarkable to see a business that's not just innovative but also 100% sustainable. Well, from here we move on to see another invention that is truly special for the differently abled. Imagine an affordable device that employs artificial intelligence and machine learning to automatically create language-independent speech to help people with speech disabilities. This is done by really converting their hand gestures into text or pre-recorded voices, enabling them to communicate messages independently. Isn't that something? Well, today we're going to be meeting a remarkable team of doctors and engineers from Jodhpur who, with their innovative technology, are really fighting the war against speech disability. Hi, gentlemen. Thank you so much for doing this and welcome to a very special episode of Beyond Mobility. I am so privileged to be talking to the four of you and really excited to be talking about this lovely technology called talking gloves.
Thank you.
So my first question question is to you, Dr. Anand, on what was the inspiration behind, talking gloves? I mean, such a unique idea. How did you think about it?
Actually, we have a lot of patients in which the voice box is damaged or it is removed either during surgery or some disease damages it. So the person, he cannot phonate, he cannot vocalize. So that was the basic idea where we were discussing so many ideas, and finally then we approached our IIT colleagues, and they helped us after a lot of brainstorming sessions to come up with such a thing.
Dr. Khandelwal, my question is next to you. What were the kind of challenges you faced while building the prototype, and take me through the challenges from the first stage to the last stage?
The first challenge was obviously to make the device language independent.
Sure.
And then on the technical side, we had the challenge that we have to use the sensors which are available in the market and which are actually affordable. The point here was, the catch here was, the device which we are making should be affordable.
Which brings me really to my next question, and maybe you could answer that for me, Dr. Kalra, is that you're talking about the gloves being, language independent. What does that really mean?
Yeah, so basic principle behind working of these gloves is we map phonetics on our gestures.
Okay.
So you need to learn how to make your gestures, and you can produce corresponding phonetics, and ultimately you can speak in any language.
I see.
With the help of these gloves.
So it can be language agnostic.
Yes.
Okay, so it just India, or like French or
French, German, Sanskrit, Hindi, English, anything.
Dr. Dikshit, were the tests 100% successful, and what were the kind of, responses you got when you did your pilot project and you did your, your core TG? What was the kind of response you got from this?
So far, we just have the prototype with us, and our testing has been done in the lab.
Okay.
And we are very satisfied with the results that we got. As Sumit just now said, that it's language independent. We've tested it across languages, and we're getting the results that we want. And we are now planning to work with a few NGOs, give these gloves to them, and for them to work in the field. And based on those feedback, we'll further develop this product before we go in for a production and further use in the market.
I see. So this is some time away before it hits the mass market.
Yes, it's some time away because we need to further test it in the real scenario, as on the home scenario or the work scenario of the patients.
So, my last question, which is to all of you, what do you think as doctors, the role of medical technology in terms of its progress, will take in the next few years in order for these great technological innovations to reach the mass market?
I think the first and foremost thing is that we need to work on technologies which are indigenous.
Okay.
Because as of now, with the government focusing on Make in India initiative, I think this is something that we need as a country.
Okay.
So that's what exactly what Rahul said. The key point is we have a lot of potential. The only thing is that affordable technology, available technology. And with our experience, what I can say that Indian brain is truly fertile in that aspect. We, in day-to-day practice, we do so many jugards, what
Sure.
we say. And lot many things may come up. So we have to just tap that potential.
I see. What's your view, Dr. Khandelwal?
Yeah, on the same line, in this current innovation also, we have focused on making it a cost-effective solution. So still, like, as we can say that price of this is maybe just under 5,000 or something.
Okay.
So that was the motivation behind all the design. Like, we have selected the sensors, we have selected the technology which are cost-effective.
Right. So to take that question forward, how do you think techno-medical technology, which is currently expensive for the average Indian, in the next few years, do you think we are going to break that glass ceiling and get medical technology which is much more affordable to the average Indian?
Definitely yes. With all these current motivations like Make in India, we are using, like Dr. Abhinav mentioned, indigenous technologies. More on that, in fact, India can serve the whole world because we have vast population across demography. And if we build our prototype for India, I'm sure it will work in any part of the world.
Well, I think amazing work done by, whether you as engineers or you as doctors, and truly my privilege to be talking to you, and all the very best for this particular very unique technology called talking gloves, and hopefully we'll see this in the market soon, and this will really give a lot of confidence to people who suffer from speech disabilities. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
What a unique and affordable medical invention for the masses. These conversations truly highlight how advancement of technology is uplifting society at large. Well, it's time for a short breather, but when we come back, witness an interesting conversation at the Hyundai India corporate headquarters, where my colleague Anuiya Yadav takes you through some of Hyundai's innovative solutions. Stay tuned.
We have with us Mr. Puneet Anand, who is the Group Head and Vice President, Corporate Affairs for Hyundai Motor India Limited. Thank you so much, Puneet, for joining us into this conversation. And I would like to start by asking you that how does the Hyundai Mobility Membership Program decrease the gap between the customer and the brand? And tell us a little more about this membership program, and also how can customers actually avail more benefits by using this app?
Well, actually Hyundai has always been a very customer oriented brand. To become a part of our consumers' lifestyle and augment their persona with our offerings, we introduced the Hyundai Mobility Membership Program. This is a platform where customers get special privileges at 30 plus service partners through our Hyundai Mobility Membership app across all lifestyle products and services. Hyundai Mobility Membership is a perfect expression of our brand thought beyond mobility, as it curates bouquet of unique offerings for our car and everyday needs for mobility, shopping, fitness, entertainment, and many more under 3 different categories: core, mobility, and lifestyle in one mobile application. Customers can enjoy these experiences as per their convenience and completely avoid the hassles of earning and redeeming points to avail a certain offer.
You know, Puneet, pandemic since 2019 has affected the mobility and the transport sector greatly. From an age when test drives were actually mandatory before buying a car, moving on to the click-to-buy platform, what has changed the buying experience for the customers here in this pandemic?
Actually, if you see in the last 2 years, the pandemic has made the consumers more digital savvy. In fact, at Hyundai, customer convenience has always been our prime focus. Keeping their convenience and transparency of our young buyers in mind, we introduce the Click to Buy, or CTB as we call it, an end-to-end online car buying platform that delivers a seamless online purchase experience. With this unique CTB, you can now select your car, compare and choose the right variant with the best online quotation and easy finance options from leading banks. CTB also offers our customers a 360-degree view of our car from the comfort of their home, availability of safe and sanitized cars for test drives at their doorsteps, and also it's a complete online payment option available and even home delivery of cars. Through such innovative digital platforms, Hyundai is not only matching the aspirations of new age customers, but also setting new standards in the Indian auto industry.
You know, Puneet, in terms of car design, if I would like to understand what innovation stands out in Hyundai vehicles and how do they define the Hyundai brand and become one with the identity of the customer?
It's a very interesting question. In fact, propelled by our global vision, Progress for Humanity, we have constantly pushed the boundaries and explored uncharted territories to capture the imagination of our customers. Hyundai designers have brought cutting-edge designs for world markets in mobility space and have been winning many accolades year on year. Our car designing process itself is a consumer-centric and is always inspired to connect emotionally with customers. All our products such as the Creta, the all-new i20, the Alcazar, Verna, Aura and Tucson are design marvels in their respective segments, winning the heart and mind of new age customers. Our cars are not just cars, but work of art which defines the personality of customers and offer them quality time.
And in the end, I would like to understand from you that how does a car truly become an innovation which is a great piece of technology as well as an industrial marvel that is 100% eco-friendly?
Well, as I said, that Hyundai's global vision, progress for humanity, guides us to bring positive change in the overall life space of communities through our products, services, innovative technologies and social activations to engage our MZ customers in a hyper-connected society. We are what we are today due to the strong focus on customer centricity. Our Indian adaptive solutions have helped us to capture a huge share of mind amongst the smart Indians of today. We now aim to evolve strongly to take on the coming years with the same commitment and passion. We are evolving to create connected mobile experiences. Our transition into providing clean, sustainable energy ensures a better world for the next generations. We practice 100% rainwater harvesting at our manufacturing facility, with 6 ponds providing a total water storage capacity of 3.35 lakh kiloliters. We aim at absolute self-sustenance, targeting zero external water dependency by 2025. In addition to that, 89% of the plant's reliance is on renewable form of energy. Within our network also, through our dry wash program, we have already saved around 107 million liters of water through this endeavor. Our dealerships are already lit up with LED lights, including workshop floors of dealerships. We are also in the course of guiding our network to install solar panels at showroom and workshops and shift our reliance towards renewable forms of energy. All our efforts in creating a masterpiece product revolves around customer and consistent innovation through sustainable and environment-friendly practices.
Thank you so much, Puneet, for joining us into this conversation. It was really a pleasure talking to you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Well, India has definitely come a long way when one talks of innovations that are both user-friendly and affordable. Well, that's all we have on this episode, but on the next episode, we meet entrepreneurs who have created successful businesses keeping planet conservation at their core. And we're also going to take a look at Hyundai's approach towards sustainability. Well, I'll see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching.